No love for Death Prophet, my friend. Banned
Not at all.
thrice. Banned.
Yeah,
For
Lone
the
Druid
third
as
time.
well.
Yeah, no love for him either. And the OD, EMPOW got a fistful of it in game one, so they ban out consecutive games. Take the Space Cow first pick, and I think Puck is a nice way to deal with Invoker, but
10 seconds to go.
I'm just. I think it relies on the Puck
5
actually
seconds.
finding a decent amount of space and being able to get pretty damn good levels too. So I'm actually really okay with the Puck and the Spirit Breaker combo. I think it's a really good combination together. They'll work well very together, but I don't know. The Puck later in the game kind of worries me though.
I'm not as worried about Puck in the
10
later
seconds
game.
to go.
Dream Coil is still very effective. Pucks have been actually
5
getting,
seconds.
well, the last time Puck was in the metagame, they were actually getting a fast dig in 1 after Blink, and just using that to snowball their sheep stick a little bit faster. So he could definitely be scaling pretty hard if he's able to find some kills off of that Dagon. It's almost like a Midas for farming heroes. But the Puck versus Invoker matchup is a very tenuous one for Invoker, because if he makes one wrong misstep, it's really easy for Puck to get all in up in his face
10
and
seconds to go.
silence him out and kill him with pretty strong right clicks. The Spirit Breaker
5
charging in will just add more to the potential for Puck to do that. So between the two of them, if they can
Reserve
combo
time.
down and Puck can harass the Invoker a little bit, they have enough burst and they have enough damage and harass to basically get kills on the Invoker anytime he moves a little bit too far out down the river.
Yep, and I think that's something. As soon as they saw that pick, they knew exactly how to counter it. So
Radiant's
I think
pick.
both those picks are going to do a damn good job of that. They go back to the
Yeah, it
line which
almost-
they had in game one, who really had trouble the entire game, but as the whole team really did. So there's nothing on the hero or the player. At the same time, though, like we said, he's very, very viable. He's flexible and he can make a lot of things happen at any stage in the game with minimal farm. So
10 seconds to go.
I know that we've worked with V on
5 seconds.
EMPOW4 before, and I know you've co-cast with him before as well. And I would like to,
Reserve
after the
time.
game, I would hope that we can get a hold of him and see if that the bans they did were anticipating an Invoker, like if they specifically were baiting the Invoker, and that the Spirit Breaker Puck was a pre-planned counter to the fact that they left Invoker open in the draft.
do you think that this was? Do you think that the Invoker was such a big player last game that was the reason why Plasma
Dyer's
Nation
pick.
picked him up right away this game? Because they kind
I
of
would
wanted to
think
deny
so.
it, or is it just because the hero's just inherently strong,
Well,
especially
both.
lately?
Both. He's really popular. He's a super popular first phase pick because a lot of times you'll see the Lone Druid, you'll see the OD, you'll see the Death Prophet banned out in the first phase, and there are a couple other bans that are really popular in the first phase. So Invoker oftentimes, ooh, I like the clinks.
So do I.
Invoker oftentimes will squirt through, and he's usually nabbed pretty fast in drafts.
God, your verb usage, squirt. I swear, I love it. Love
Squirt
it.
through. I think
Yeah.
things are cute.
Clinks, I think, is fantastic. It's gonna make Chen's life a living hell. His ultimate, pretty damn good at taking out the Chen army, at least the bigger pieces of it, and also Searing Arrows,
10
pretty
seconds
damn
to
good at
go.
dealing damage to wipe out that army. And not being a Chen
5
player, but
seconds.
watching many Chen players, I can see and gauge their reactions, and when they lose their army and how just
Reserve
depleted they
time.
are, it's significantly worse than losing all your souls as a Shadow Fiend. It takes
Dyer's
much
ban.
longer to gather those creeps up, especially Variety.
Wow, we're seeing. All right, so in the first game, we actually saw a Lycan ban, and I think that was a targeted ban.
Yes, we did.
Knowing the draft
10
patterns of
seconds
Plasma
to
Nation,
go.
and this game, we
5
saw the
seconds.
Chen pick, and the Lycan pick, and the Invoker pick. So this is going to be an early game pushing team, and the last two times we've seen EMPOW4 going for the
Radiant's
fast pushing
ban.
style. This time we're going to see Plasma Nation try their hand at doing critical damage in the early game phase. The Lycan, the Chen, the Invoker, It's going to be an Exort Invoker. They're all really powerful pushers, so we're going to see a similar type of early game that we saw last time, except this time it's going to be Invoker and Lycan instead of Invoker and Brood.
So many people just hate Lycan as a hero, but is it bad that I love him? Like, for all the wrong reasons.
No, not at all.
For all the wrong reasons, it just it brings me back to, you know, like the old meta where it's just, you know, it's not even like the death ball. It's just half my team's just gonna run around you in circles and draw your attention, and then I'm just gonna rat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He's also pretty versatile though. I mean, his right clicks are pretty damn powerful. The entire kit synergizes very well. He's a lot of natural damage. But
he has really good steroids.
Pretty much, and I mean, you can go more the split push. You can go Vlad's Necro AC. You can go more fight build. You can get like an early Deso, Basher, really whatever you want, BKB, and he's pretty much ready to go with the Howls. So Gyro, it's a
super good pick here.
I know, but I'm confused about the lanes though.
Oh, with Gyro safe lane, Clink's off lane, Puck mid.
Clink's off lane. I've seen Puck off lane more recently than it Clink's.
I have also seen Puck off lane, but I would imagine that it's going to be the Clink's off lane. I think the Puck has a little bit more kill potential given the Spirit Breaker draft pick. I think they have a little bit more kill potential on the Invoker with that than they do with the Clinks.
Yeah, that I will agree with. I think
the Clinks just needs kind of to get levels. He'll find money off kills because they have a Spirit Breaker, so he invis scouts out the Chen, Spirit Breaker charges, Clinks turns on the damage, and Chen goes down. There's nothing he can do about that. Witch Doctor too. They have a lot of characters so far that are really easy for Clinks to find and really easy for Clinks to gank, because where's the Chen gonna be? He's gonna be in the safe lane jungle. So, you know, the Clinks pick offlane, even though he's not going to get a lot of CS, he'll get decent CS because Lycan's a melee, and they're going to have a Witch Doctor as the primary support, so
not as much ability to push to secure last hits too. So.
Oh, yeah. And to harass. He may actually straight up win that lane.
Oh, yes. Yes, the pride of Nyx. I've been spamming him quite a bit in pubs lately. Ever since they reworked his ultimate, he's just so much more viable, I feel now. I strictly play off lane almost, and he's one that I've really kind of been playing with just because now with the Scepter upgrade and Blink just being so accessible to him, it's just so much more fun to play. But having that ultimate, the downtime reworked, just helps so much. It's really kind of brought him back into the meta, so nice to see a lot of new heroes this game. Always great to see a little change of pace here, so.
Everybody get set.
You want to make a pregame prediction? Just based on the draft? I'm not going to, but you're more than welcome to. Do the blitz prediction. Give me the team and the time frame.
I think EMPOW4 wins in a between a 37 and 42 minute game. Certainly not stretching beyond.
Let me write this down. I'm not going to remember it. 27, 32?
EMPOW4 37 to 45.
Oh, what? You can't increase it. It was 5 before. 37 to 42.
42 before.
Yeah, okay, got you.
All right,
we're good.
give me a little bit of stretch on the higher end.
You get 5. You get 5 minute window.
30 seconds to go.
Okay.
No more.
All right, I'll take it.
What do you win?
That's
I don't know.
Prediction.
Yeah, I don't think you win jack. High five, and I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a beer.
Dude, the next time I'm in Wisconsin for Christmas, I really wanna visit you. I know last time you were out of state, and we just missed our windows.
So
but next time I'm up there, dude.
I'm in. All right, so some very key warding. They get the whole team down there. Group jungle warding here, so make Chen's life a little bit more difficult. I'm assuming he already has wards, anticipating this. Yes, he has 2 sentries.
Gonna be good.
And he's gonna looks like he might block a couple camps of his own here. Chen really out in no man's land.
I wonder if he's gonna aggressive jungle.
I mean, honestly, with the way that warding is, and if they've watched, if they've done their homework, I mean, they might have anticipated. Yeah, he's gonna aggressive jungle. He's waiting. Yeah, there he goes.
I love this.
He will be
Oh,
scouted
look
out
at
here
him.
by
He's
the...
even dodging out. No, he's
No.
dodging out the lion.
Lion has no idea. He's completely unaware.
Oh, I love this. This is great. This is going to make the Clinks' lane so much more difficult.
It's actually a
Wow,
it's
that
a
could
very
be first
favorable
blood.
lane for the Knicks too. The Lion's not really going to be looking to get too aggressive here. He might actually right away, but
Yeah, but after a little while, it'll calm down.
I'm glad that they went dual lanes here because I think the Clinks by himself is just, I don't know. And because at the same, I know you were saying how he needs levels and Spear Breaker can do the charge and you apply the damage, which is great and all, but Clinks is just so damn effective with an early ganking item.
Yeah.
Not so big a fan of the Orchid this game, maybe just because the Chen to kill him and the Witch Doctor be nice. I think it's okay, but I think the Deso would just be overall a lot better just because they don't really have a lot of push. I think that'll help out a lot. And Puck actually getting very, very low as the Chen rotates in and he's taking a lot of damage and he's being charged. I think this is first blood. They cannot stop it.
He has
Invoker,
boots. He's so fast.
Invoker sees him, but he can't really do anything. Yeah, he has boots. And he tries to get the stomp
Oh, he
off.
missed the stun. That was cute.
That was still a really heads-up play, though. It was a really heads-up play, but Centaur stomp range is just absolute garbage, so unable to get that. That is first blood, and that actually goes to the Space Cow, so definitely helps if you're going to be roaming around the map to get that get a little flux of gold, so be able to pick up boots, which will help out. Which it looks like he's just going to stay up here now. He's going to see if maybe the Clinks can hold his own, which definitely can. He's already got 5 CS. He's doing okay. He can trade pretty damn well with the Lycan. He's not really in danger unless he gets too far forward. And even so, without detection, they're really not going to be able to do a whole lot. There are sentries in the base for the Witch Doctor. And actually, they're going on the Nyx aggressively. He does have his stun. He's not going to pop Carapace. He's got plenty of regen, so he's really not too concerned. Just a little bit of flexing here in the early laning stage for EMPOW.
Yeah, I think the lanes are actually really safe except for mid. I think mid lane's the lane where we're going to see most of the kills go down.
There's
in
the
the
mango
phase.
pop, the Hex into the charge. Spearbreaker hoping for a he's hoping for a bash, but don't even need it. Impale goes off, but that doesn't really stop the rocket barrage, so already level 2 as well, so it's a lot of damage coming out. And yes, I agree with you. The mid lane's definitely going to be the one to keep an eye on, but
Here goes the charge.
Yeah, he's going to charge him, but
he has too much health. I don't think they can kill him.
Especially under tower. And he's got no other mana too, and he's going to have the Sunstrike all queued up and ready to go. They actually pop Cold Snap, but he's not even going to take too much damage from here. But the rotation comes in from the Witch Doctor nonetheless, albeit in vain, just kind of securing the Invoker's safety, but he'll be fine.
Clink's doing a little bit of ring around the Rosie with Chen in the bottom lane. He had him trapped into one side with a Centaur, but Clinks was able to find his way out.
He's got to be careful. They do have vision here. And now he knows
it was
this.
just placed down.
Yeah, he knows it too, because the Chen actually got an auto attack off. He sees the other sentry, so he's just going to be bullied out of the lane. Which is kind of what I thought, but he's already level 4. Doing significantly better than I imagined. And now, here we go, perfectly layered here. Not going to have enough mana on the gyro to be able to follow up anymore. And pops the Fairy Fire, can eat a tango, and he'll be okay here. Really just waiting for that level 6, and then possibly starting to make rotations. Personally, I like to wait until at least level 7, but
now, do you go 2 in Carapace and before you go your extra points in Impale? Or
I do value point in Impale, and typically I'll depending on the lane. This one mana burn is not so important, but typically I put a lot of points in mana burn. And actually, oh my gosh, one right click away from take out the Witch Doctor. Sunstrike is just going to clip him, and they're going to share the damage, it looks like. And Spearbreaker, he's just going to TP out, but he might be denied by creeps. It's so close. And Clink's farming up some wolves.
Wow, that was
a lot of action
amount
for
of
no kills.
For no kills between top and bottom.
And Nick's actually going to go for the 3rd point in the stun. It is a lot of damage early on, but the stun actually scales a lot better than it used to. But he's just not going to have a lot of opportunities. It's mostly been used defensively. It's actually only been used defensively, so...
I think he's
okay,
pretty
there you
heavily
go.
on this first,
So the 1 point in the mana burn is actually going to be really effective here. It's going to make sure that the last Rocket Barrage is not possible for basically forever here, because there's no Aquila on the way. So Spirit Breaker is charging, but I don't know that they want to go in him. Line moves into place, and I think now the Nyx is very out of position. He has only mana for the Spike
Gyro has a
Carapace.
mango.
And they're going to chain this again very perfectly. And they actually get the Mango onto the Gyro, so he has enough for the Rocket Barrage. Lion holds the stun as long as he can, and Gyro get the last hit. Lycan dropping very low in the bottom lane. Take one more Searing Arrow, he'll be okay. And oh my gosh, what a snipe!
Got him!
What a snipe.
Good shot. Wow. Plasma Nation is getting everything done that they needed to get done. So far in this first 7 minutes of play. The Chen's found some space, at least to get levels. The Invoker is getting fast levels. He's 7 already.
Already has a Midas.
He'll be level 9 pretty quickly. Sub 7 minute Midas. The Nyx Assassin is the one place where they've had less than success. But even he's finding levels, even though he's dying. He's getting levels. He doesn't have any farm, but you never have farm on a Nyx. So he'll be effective through the mid game, and then the Clinks is having a fairly successful off lane, but Lycan is not getting pushed out of lane frequently, and they're just not finding nearly as many kills as I expected.
Yeah, this Lycan's actually been kind of thwarted, really. He's 22-6 on the CS board, not fantastic by any stretch of the imagination. And I mean, now he's actually at the stage where, yeah, he can go commit to the jungle now. He's got the Bassi. Vlad's almost finished up, actually.
Oh,
And
Nyx
oh my
again.
gosh.
He just
See,
needs to calm down.
the supports are doing really, really well. They're making sure they keep using the mangoes on the Gyro. And here, another snipe shot.
Oh.
Not going to make it, but Lion actually will get the kill on the Chen, and they're charging here. No mana, just a little bit here for a heal if he really wants. No bash proc, and the tower's going to make sure that he's unable to do anything else here. The Troll Summoner is also making it quite difficult for them to get too aggressive here, but V actually makes out alive, gets his 3rd kill. He's going to have to go back to base immediately, though. Spirit Breaker really has everything that he needs at 8 minutes into the game. He's got the Boot, Stout Shield that's kind of mitigates some of the creep wave damage, and the Orb of Venom, so...
Yeah, he's having a great lane.
Puck
the
trading
Clink's
pretty damn
doing
well,
quite
too.
well as well.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
Puck is having a good lane. The Invoker went for an early point in Wex, so his double Forward Spirit is a level later than it would normally be at this patch. And that kind of is delaying his complete dominance over the lane, but once he has 2 Forward Spirits, Puck can't really...
There's the first call down, Nyx pop Spike Carapace. He has his ultimate, so he's really in no danger here, so... Not sure. I think V maybe was hoping for a little more of a commitment from the Nyx, but no real reason to. He'll farm up some troll skeletons.
Yeah, I think Nyx is going to wait for 7.
Yeah, 7.
He'll have
Nice.
Max Impale. Just as get out of that character in the early game.
Chen with double damage. He's still quite a bit away from the mech, so rotating or actually dying the 2 times in the rotation is actually kind of stagnating his progression here. Lycan popping his ultimate here, but he's gonna have to get out of here. Oh no, that's the Howl, my bad. But Invoker actually able to pick up the kill on the Clink, so as quickly as he was coming along, he gets blown up pretty quickly here. Invoker making his first rotation of the game.
Chen is 3-0 in the matchup. Interesting.
Bottom tower's getting the business.
Huh, well maybe things will go differently than we anticipated.
Sure looks like
That's
it
a
now.
Do
Gyro
something
going
about
for
that
the
bottom
most
tower.
awkward
Them
S&Y
dire
buildup I've
buildings are
ever
tough as
seen.
nails for now.
And there you go, he TP's in immediately, and there is another huge ultimate here from the Gyro. Lycan will go down, Gyro actually going down. And Puck actually he's able to pick up the Witch Doctor with the Illusionary Orb. And Invoker incredibly low, and I think the Clinks is going to be able to get this last hit. Oh! Blocked by a creep, but doesn't matter. Spirit Breaker is able to get that last hit off here. And they're going to charge on the Chen, and they have everybody here. This shouldn't be too... Actually, no mana on the Puck, so... He's going to be unable to get in there. But the Clinks has full mana. He can go right in. Dark Pack's the creep, gets a little bit extra HP. And TP rotation coming in, Lycan popping his ultimate here. The Clinks will blow him up with the Lion fairly quickly here, but Lycan's just going to chase him down. Puck phase shift and trying to kite him as best they can, but he's definitely getting at least one of these kills. Puck phase shift up again. Not going to dodge anything, and he's just going to die. Lion trying to, I don't know why he's even staying there. He didn't have any mana for anything, and they're going to commit the Death Ward. They're going to get a third kill in the back end of this. Clinks is back up. Clinks is back up. No mana left on the Witch Doctor, but they're going to be able to kill the Clinks here. Nope. He's going to get out of vision of the sentry and he'll be okay. Just barely. Wow.
What a TP in from Lycan.
And a snipe.
And
looks like it's
not
not
quite.
quite.
Difficulties.
So much aggression. That's what I like to see. So 3 for 2 in the end, and looks like they might get one more on the back end here as Clinks picks up the kill on the Witch Doctor here. A little chuckle. Okay, so I was gonna say I didn't see Nyx anywhere near that, so he actually stays in the top lane. He's level 8, has a bottle now, which is slightly unusual, and it looks like he's gonna try to go in here. And they see him, the sentry's still here. Not so sneaky there, Nyx.
Sorry,
Not
he's gonna
so
get
sneaky. He's gonna get some CS.
confirm 1 CS.
2, there you go. He turns it into some
3
mega fun.
CS, but one of them, Vendetta is not the ability you want to be using on creeps.
Nope. I've done it before though. It's better not to waste the damage, Brian. And looks like Lycan will go for the Necro Book rush, not even completing treads. Getting the Vlads up immediately and going right for the Necro Book.
Yeah, this is the old school build.
And
You usually skip boots until you have enough for travels. The one thing he has neglected to build is the, what's it called, the Talisman.
yeah,
Not the Talisman.
that makes Roshan quite a bit easier, and also the solo pickoffs. And like in that team fight when he was literally running down the entire lineup of EMPOW4, like would have been very, very valuable. But such a
I think he's neglected it because he's afraid of the Clinks ganking on a Roche attempt, and I think that makes perfect sense. Because if he gets scouted out, there's so much turnaround that can go down. Even if it's just the Clinks, the Spirit Breaker's coming in too. They commit some TPs, they have big AoE ults, they're going to win the team fight. So skipping that item to get a faster Necro makes a lot of sense, just because you can't really break tower armor, and that's what he's going to be going.
The army's here, double forward spirit, Chen creeps come in, and they're looking to take this T1. We have not seen a Dream Coil yet, and actually Nyx actually gets a great initiation onto the puck. And Sunstrike actually looks like it's going to be evaded because it doesn't look like he took any damage. The tower will go down. Spirit Breaker goes in, but I think yeah, they can definitely chase him down with the Lycan. Actually misses the Nyx stun just barely by mere pixels, but they're still able to pick up the kill with the Invoker. So T1 tower, hero, not bad, and looks like with the Chen army all recouped and ready to go, they're ready to continue this push. Call down is not available for another 25 seconds, so they got quite a ways to wait. Lycan just going to town. Howl not up for another 20 seconds, so it'll take a little bit longer than normal. Clinks nowhere to be seen, so and this death ball is just going to start coming now. There's your first Dream Coil of the game, gets it only onto the one. Nyx, who really doesn't have much to offer. He actually has his ultimate now, so. And Meatball comes out. It's just going to grace the puck a little bit, and there we go. There's the combo we were looking for. They have a lot of burst potential, but that was actually the first burst kill we've seen in a while. Lynx sacrificing one of the creeps here, and he's ready to go. Low mana though, so not too many searing arrows to come out here. Chen will call back his army, and Lion will get another kill here on the Chen. And it looks like the Lycan Wolves are gonna they will actually kill the poor Lion. So gets 2 kills, gets really pumped and excited about life, thinking maybe a Blink Daggers in the future, but immediately taken out by Lycan Wolves.
It seems like Plasma Nation is just a little bit too eager with this draft.
Yeah.
Every time they win a team fight, they take a tower, they get ahead. They just stay a little too long. And EMPOW4 has been really good at sticking around and coming back in with good TPs, good re-engage with their ultimates and other abilities, and just turning around those slight mistakes that other teams that we've seen play might not be able to capitalize on quite as hard.
And they're gonna get the Impale just onto the Forge Spirits here, and there's really not much more the Spirit Breaker can do. He's just kind of dead, and the oh my gosh, Witch Doctor comes in from the side trying to get some some cheeky play here with his ultimate and actually gets blown up too. So one going down on each side here. Lycan ready to roll though. Everything's good to go here. And Klink's actually so low. Nyx comes out and they're not gonna be able to kill him. Chen's gonna do his damnedest, but oh my gosh.
Oh,
That wand, he pops the wand at the
hell.
last second and he's able to walk away. Puck, they fake the stomp here and unable to get the stun onto the puck, so Canuck will be just fine here for now. Blink Dagger ready to go. Dream Coil ready to go, but just the team not quite in position, not quite healthy enough to take an engagement now. Lion bought something. Is it the Bracer? He had 900 gold.
Must have been. Must have been the Bracer and finishing the wand.
So, expecting things to be a little more hairy for a few more minutes. Gets a few more stats, a little more HP pool.
It's a pretty good decision. He's found himself to be very vulnerable to the Lycan, and his vulnerability to the Nyx is only now just gonna start to show up. So a little bit of forward thinking there. A lot of players would reach for the Blink Dagger, and you know they might get it, which would be a huge item to change the game, but they might also not get it, which is probably the more likely situation.
Yeah,
And
just
then
having the
they're
foresight just to
out.
realize that it might not be an option here. Knowing that Nyx has the ultimate up, I think they pop the dust and they're going to be able to blow him up very effectively. Meatball comes out, Invoker trying to do as much damage as he can, but Klink still runs away scot-free. Need a kill on the offlaner for Plasma Nation with really nothing expended here, so I'm wondering. Let's see. Necro level 2 picked up here for the Lycan, who's back in the jungle. Still really no interest in taking Roshan. They do
I
not.
don't think he will until the team does it. He's kind of missed his window to do so.
But the solo XP still would be nice. Not that the sharing it would be bad, but I feel like he does.
Oh
need,
yeah.
He definitely needs to get a little bit ahead. He's not as bad as Alchemist, but he definitely needs items, a decent amount of farm to be effective. So.
Yeah, the thing that surprised me is that he keeps pushing with the team, which makes sense to a degree. You know, combining all of the ads that you can spawn definitely makes it easier to push towers, but at the same time, Lycan is a very safe character. As you can see, he doesn't really need boots to be moving around the map faster than everyone else.
He's got good hustle either way. One thing that I'm really kind of concerned with EMPOW4, which has become an issue a couple times where they're just unable to take team fights. There's no arcane boots at all. There's no sustain whatsoever. Here we go, and see, look at all the sustain. Everyone's back up to go on Plasma Nation. They're ready to regoose. Lycan ults pop, and they're just gonna tear apart with the Necro Book coming out. Lion just getting beat to shit. He'll go down, and I think, yeah, EMPOW4 is just gonna commit. I understand. And Spearbreaker not getting the memo though. He's going back in. They're looking to regoose, and actually, so much damage coming out from the Klinks this early on. Chen actually get the kill on the Space Cow, but they will get a counter kill. And Klink's still in a very awkward position here, and looks like he will be going for the Deso. He opted for the Medallion first, but Deso will be on the way. Not quite as quick as you'd like, so the support's getting kind of a little tankier than you'd expect here. The Chen already with the mech completed, and poor Witch Doctor though, he's buying all the support items, so he really doesn't have anything else to tank up, but he's a higher level, so he'll be able to be a little bit stronger than he would normally be here. Courier did die for EMPOW4 too during that fight.
Did it have anything on it?
Could not tell you, sir. Necro 3 already finished on the Lycan. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I get the all-in, like, you know, wave of terror, bring in the armies of creeps, but at the same time, I think it would be equally effective. I understand there's only one T2 tower left, but Lycan can take towers all on his own just fine. I mean, shit, you don't even need the Necro Book, and he can take towers pretty damn quickly, so the Necro 3 only making that even more powerful, so. This Invoker's getting fat too. We haven't really mentioned him in a while, but I mean, he went Drums, Blink, and the Midas just paying for itself. He's almost got a completed Aghanim Septa already, so. It would be meatballs galore, my friend.
Another thing to note is that he's been maxing Invoke, which is really, really. a lot of players will go a lot of fast points in Exort, but he went Exort up until 9, Quas Exort until 9, and then he put his next 2 levels into Invoke, and that's a much more flexible build than a lot of players play, and it shows that he has a wider mastery of Invoker spells than a lot of Invoker players we've seen.
Very true. Puck showing what a efficient farmer the hero can be. Going in there, getting a bunch of CS, getting right out.
Radiant's mid tower.
Invoker TP bottom. I think Lycan should have been the one to go bottom there. I know that they're trying to forward his Augs, so picking up that last 200 gold as fast as possible is nice, but
Yeah.
Lycan can really start tearing through waves at this point in time.
He doesn't.
So aggressive.
Oh, the impale.
He's so aggressive.
Yeah, he's
wasted
he's
the
made
dust
he's
there.
made a good amount of space, but he's also made a couple boneheaded plays as well. So, typical space cow doing space cow things, but
Yeah, I think there that Nyx actually saved him from himself.
possibly. Clink's very close to the desolator. About 200 gold away, just has to pick up that recipe. The wolves just hunting, just scouting out here. The movable wards, and there's the deso there. So, Clink's maxed out strafe, so he's gonna be firing. I have not seen that in a long time.
Maxing strafe? It's still really good. You don't need as many points in Skeleton Walk as most people would think, especially if you go for the Soul Ring build. You have plenty of mana to go, so he's the max damage build makes sense. He can kill the Witch Doctor, he can kill the Chen, and get out before anyone's able to turn around and help them out.
Well, there is no Chen around, but he will find a couple other of the cores here for Plasma Nation, but
you'll like this. The Nyx Assassin has already gone for the Aether Lens. So
I was actually
going
gonna
to
bring that up too.
At some point.
I was gonna bring that up instead of, but he ended up turning on the Spear Breaker, who actually gets a kill on the Witch Doctor with the whole team. EMPOW4 has the whole kit and caboodle there. They'll blow up that poor little Witch Doctor. Yeah, that's it depends. I think it's the way the game's going. I think it's a very good pickup. He's landed some insane stuns, and that's only gonna help it out too. Add a little bit more damage, a little more potency, especially in the mid game. And it actually makes mana burn just like stupid good, because the cooldown's what, 4 seconds I think? Yeah, 4 seconds. Sunstrike will scout out this Roche, and it looks like it might be enough to deter them. Space Cow charging, and everything that moves, he's just dead. He doesn't even complete the charge. And there's the mana burn here, and Lion's just dead on the screen. They're gonna unable to kill the rocket, but I mean that's 2. Clinks is here, and he's gonna try to pick off a support, but Nyx is already there. So stay away from my buddy, guy. And Lycan actually popping, he's got his ult still here, so if they have detection, which the Necro 3 units are not quite fast enough here. So, 23 minutes into a Lycan game, we got our first Roshan pickup, and Aegis will go on to the Invoker, who is stupid farmed. Almost 1,300 or 13,000 net worth already. Nope, just kidding. 13,000 net worth already. Clinks, it's just his team is just exploding so quickly. The Space Cow just with no regard for his own life, just going in at will.
Or his team's positioning at times.
Yeah, it's a combination of the two, honestly. And here comes the army. The mighty Chen creeps, who I wonder if he's working on a scepter, because I'd love to see a dragon here. Or the Thunderhide Beast, or whatever the hell it is. The Rock Golem also for the Aura as well, so we shall see. Gyro with really nothing but S and Y and call down, really, so he's not doing a ton of damage. He's a little bit tankier, but really just unable to really capitalize on the space that he had in lane. And this looks like it might be. I think they can fight it, but they have Glyph. They're holding on to it, and actually they're able to farm up almost the entire Chen army. They farmed the entire Chen army. I thought all 3 creeps are gone, which made maybe a misplay here.
The entire Chen army and the Invoker Forge Spirits.
Wow.
Gyrocopter is just so strong against push lineups.
Yeah, that was just maybe just miscommunication, because they look like they popped the mech preemptively to get the armor buff. I mean, everyone was pretty much healthy, so really not vital to go do that. So I thought they were just going to go in and maybe miscommunication is the entire army is just gone. So Chen has to go back to basics and start recruiting followers.
I think they got what they came for. I think they got what they came for. They got
A glyph?
1,100 damage on the tower.
That was the goal.
Just the tower. That was the goal. And then the next time they have the army up, which won't be too long, they can just walk back in there, throw the Necro, throw the Forge Spirits, get that last 500 damage, and then they're going to be exposed racks for Lycan to Rat. I think that's what they were going for. I think that's what we're going to see now. Chen's even
EMPOW4 really didn't expend anything at all. They still have everything that they need. There we go.
No
Space
tower.
Scout cancel. Yeah, now the tower's gone. So I mean, this slow siege actually proved to be very, very powerful. The Howl and all the summons is just doing so much work here. Now that the racks are exposed, Space Scout has to go in. Mecha's pop. Dream Coil onto 2. Call down doing a ton of damage actually. Oh my gosh, they're gonna be able to pop the Aegis and take 3 heroes immediately. Gyrocopter with a triple kill. Nyx will go down as well. Invoker. They did not get the dust off on him.
Didn't make it.
Yep, the Blink and Ghost Walk proven to be just too damn good, and he's just on the outside.
Range tracks.
And yeah,
tracks on the back of that.
not a huge loss, but I mean this early, it's never good to lose any sort of rack. So, this is the life of the Rat, though. You know, you lose most of your team, but you get an objective, or in this case, 2 objectives. So. BKB,
pretty big fight.
BKB picked up just after that fight, after that triple kill here, so.
That's a game changer. That item will change the game more than I think any other item in the game.
Yeah, he's still lacking damage, but just the way the hero is built up, and he's going to be very effective at sieging, or the anti-siege from the little Chen army. Forge Spirits and the Wolves and Necro units. I mean, there's so much coming at you. I mean, the Gyro is just... If he gets a single damage item on him at all, it's just going to change just the entire dynamic of these death bushes here. Looks like Lycan will be continuing to go for the base siege. Does he not have a head in the game? Oh, no, he does. Okay. He's leaning down into portraits. But yeah, I think, yeah, one damage item on the Gyro here. Let's see if Nyx can get the combo off here. He spots out his buddy. And actually they have everything here. He's got no mana. He already has the Ghost Walk, but they see him. And nothing left.
Juke.
Nothing left. And it looks like, yeah, Nyx will be going for the Scepter as well, so it'll make it a little bit easier for them to siege the base with that like 2-mile long stun. So that will help out.
Yeah,
quite a
Clinks will be
bit.
picking up to prevent exactly what almost happened.
Yeah, he was working on it before, and okay, now he's picked up
Very
the
close
Mythor
to
Hammer.
Structures must have been
Not close enough, especially if they're going to be fighting pretty soon, which it looks like Plasma Nation are ready to rock. They have everything ready to go again. Boker has 10 seconds on the Forge Spirits, but not too big a deal. But I mean, Gyro's just farming these up like it's fucking Halloween here, just taking every bit of candy he can. So I mean, every time they do this, like they got the objectives, but at the same time, like you're helping to feed the Gyro, which
He's gonna have Chrysalis here. Oh, he's keeping the TP around. He's the single strongest anti-push hero in the game, and that includes people like Keeper of the Light, who has tremendous anti-push. Not seen very commonly, but Gyro by far the best. The
better than
Medusa?
Medusa?
Better than Medusa.
Wow.
Yeah, he can do it from a longer range.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it takes significantly less time for Gyro to get online.
To get online, yeah.
Than the Medusa.
Also very true.
One of my friends that I stack with, he always complains about how much he thinks Medusa is so boring, but whenever like it's his turn to carry, he almost always picks Medusa. So it's like
she's super fun. I really enjoy her as well.
Well, can be, and actually, this Clinks, he's just got such good reaction time here. Standard or not, he's only been picked off twice this entire game, and all the dusts and sentries we've seen committed, I think that's damn good. Okay, so the Chen's been using
He's sniping a tower. Oh, not quite.
No. Chen's been using the Solar Crest quite a bit. I was really kind of hoping to go for the Scepter if they're really going to go in for this Death Ball push, but it seems they've kind of slowed the game down a little bit here. They're taking their time here. I don't know if they're waiting for the next Aegis here.
That would be a
Clinks. This is double D this time. Oh my gosh, he just farmed so quickly. Nyx just does not even have the opportunity. He kind of did, but it's... You always want to take a little warm-up before your pitch, right? You have to look at your food, maybe play with it a little bit before you go in and eat it. So
I think he was checking to see if any teammates could TP in or anything, and just missed an opportunity.
Yeah, with that Death Pact going off, though, I mean, the Clinks is 1900 HP. The Nyx is not, even with a Dagon, is not going to be able to burst him down. So, and actually, I think Clinks, yeah, he's about halfway to the recipe for the BKB, which will change the fight. The BKB is coming out for EMPOW4, really going to change this around here.
And the mech eventually coming for the Spirit Breaker as well.
Space Cow mech? Ooh. Yeah, I mean later in this late in the game, it's
could be a Vlad's.
It could be a Vlad's. It could be a Vlad's. Actually,
but I think he'd have finished if it was a Vlad's.
Yeah, he has enough.
Then again, he could finish a mech too. I don't know what he's waiting for.
Possibly, I don't think that's enough
not a pipe, is it?
Radiant's mid tower.
Possibly. I mean, it's pipe's okay, but not really. That's not really what you want to go for, honestly. I don't think it's a pipe.
Just stops Invoker. It shouldn't be a pipe. It should be a mech, probably.
Smoke into a counter smoke here. Plasma Nation.
It will be a mech.
Ready to roll.
Chando.
I think they're realizing that they just do not have sustain whatsoever. And so I think the Guardian Greaves is it's going to be a long haul, and it's going to take so long to get to it, but if you can actually get there...
It'll be essential, yeah.
Yeah, it's really going to be clutch here. They do find Vision here. They get it on the Nyx, and he's still pretty squishy. He's got decent stats from the eggs build up, but just is actually able to heal up. The Hand of God and the mech comes out, and Puck so close to dying. Last second phase shift, trying to stay alive. Everyone's so low here. Chen finally goes down. Nyx goes down. And Clinks is just doing work here.
Full duration Witch Doctor ult.
Oh my god. Full team wipe, and not a single person goes down for EMPOW4. Holy shit. Roche not up.
Full duration Witch Doctor ult.
Yeah, that's...
And they still lost the team. Wow.
Yep.
What have we got, 9 minutes?
Not only that, but Hand of God, mech, like they literally had everything going their way, but the Gyro and the BKB just proved to be just too much here. And there's your Dagon. A little later, but better late than never, right? Gyro has just, after those last two fights, he's 9, 1, and 10 now. What did he get last? He got double kill, I think. So he's got 5 kills in the last 2 fights, 4,700. Get some damage. Yeah, he's already tearing through this lineup, and now I think I didn't want to say anything before, but I definitely think Plasma Nation's on the clock now. 100%.
It comes down to the way they played the Lycan, essentially.
Oh yeah.
They didn't allow the Lycan to be the one spot. They farm forwarded the Invoker. They didn't split the Lycan off to split push, so he didn't get as much farm. He didn't get as much EXP, and because of that, he's not in a position to become a late game carry. Normally, when you see the Lycan pick, you expect, oh, it's a 4-1 split where the Lycan's going to be alone and everyone else will get together. And I think they did a great job taking early towers, and they even got a Rax. It was a range Rax, but they did get it. So they accomplished all of the objectives, but they didn't delay the BKB enough.
All right, Space Cow, he's got most of the pieces. He actually is not too far away from the Guardian Greaves, to be completely honest. After another team fight like that, Clinks is in position. I think they waited too long there. Way too long.
Yep.
Held the ultimate. Clinks decided not to show himself or even cast a single arrow. Missing an opportunity. Wouldn't have been the biggest kill, but definitely would have helped him out. So he's gonna go. Okay, so Gyro's gonna go Butterfly. A nice happy medium. Gives him a little damage. Gives him a little more survivability. I would have liked to see a Daedalus. Yeah, I wanted Daedalus.
I wanted the crit.
I wanted even just the Chrysalis.
There aren't
not
a
full
lot
Daedalus.
of things that he can dodge. Yeah, just the Chrysalis. There aren't a lot of things that he can dodge right now that he's afraid of. It's mostly magic damage, and being able to just chew through the creeps with a few auto attacks, even if you don't crit, the bonus damage is massive.
For sure. And I think a flip side of this picking up the Chrysalis would be you still have buyback. Or you were very close to
Yes.
buyback and you could farm it. Now since he bought out completely, I mean he's so far away from buyback.
Yeah, he's about
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, he needs about almost 1,200 gold actually. So he's gonna go to the Ancients. No stacking whatsoever, so it's gonna be very slow farming. And now the Lycan, I think he's feeling the sense of urgency now. He's like, I'm not really accomplishing a whole lot in fights. My wolves get blown up in 2 hits from the gyro. They can kite me fairly easily. He got dream coiled last time, so it's just the Necro book is great, but like you said, if he's gonna be team fighting and not split pushing, he's going the completely wrong item build.
He's getting a BKB now.
BKB now, so
He's actually dropped the AC approach. He's picked up the Ogre Club for the BKB.
nah, bro, it's casual plate mail all the way. This will actually be pretty huge here as long as the Nyx doesn't get caught out. They weren't actually able to burst him down. He's 0-7-4 by the way, which I knew he was having issues, but I did not see.
He had a lot of deaths in the lane phase. I think we talked about it. Even he was the reason that kills were in favor of EMPOW4 in the lane phase. He died 3 or 4 times.
This now,
just
I think this is
get
gonna be
too
a very easy with the Solar Crest. They're just gonna be able to melt Roche. Just a matter of seconds here. The Lycan Wolves will scout it out, but maybe they can deny the
He's gonna
Aegis
go
here.
for the Aegis deny.
Yeah, they might be able to make a play here. Yeah, nope.
Ooh,
Too slow
close.
Tougher still.
Too slow. And now they're gonna meet. Okay, so at least the Wolves will most likely scout out this smoke. They do have vision there, so they definitely saw it. Got wards up on both sides, so. And they're going all in for the Invoker, who will have Blink and BKB ready, so. Another Strike, not really concerned with that. And he's gonna blink away. No
Dust?
vision, no dust, no detection,
Nothing? Oh my lord.
no detection whatsoever. But Double D is on the gyro, so if they had the creep wave, which is pushing all the way top, threatening the racks, which are exposed. But TP back here from the puck.
Spirit Breaker just gonna chase people around the map.
Yeah, everything
he's-
everything that has a heartbeat,
Dyer's
he will
top
chase and
man
hunt
is
down.
taking hits.
Regardless, even on his own team, I think it's just. What does Clinks go for next? Do you think he needs to build a little more defensively, or is it all out balls to the wall? Last game,
He has the BKB. I don't think he needs to get more defensive.
and I think that's a
Could be a
level.
butterfly.
Level.
That would be a valid middle ground thing.
Yeah.
But I would like to see something a little bit more aggressive.
All about that crit stick, baby.
Yeah, that'd be a good item. Maybe even MKB.
It's so
just
cheap. I'm just really
help make it up.
surprised that no one really went that route. Lion actually picked up his Blink Dagger right before the Roshan fight, so another thing to keep in mind. The Blink Hex is going to be very, very valuable. He's only level 11, so the Hex is only level 2, and as is his finger, so definitely one of the more unfortunate supports in this game. The Wolves still scouting out this aggression here. Space Cow charging anything that has a heartbeat. This time it's the medium camp here by the safe lane.
Invoker is
There's a
still
lot of
off.
free.
He might.
Yeah,
go
there's a
after
lot of
the
free gold
top
here though.
decks.
There's 3 T2s still up for Plasma Nation, and the stun just somehow not in range to get the gyro.
Dyer's
And he's
top
gonna bro
man
again.
is
He's gonna be able to. Nope.
trouble
Gyro has a
going
good
under
idea what's
the
going
fire.
on, and he's honestly, I was kind of hating the butterfly, but I think it's gonna be pretty effective here, especially with the Lycan going fight mode.
Radiant's toughened up
It's
their
gonna help him out a lot. They are
Yeah.
they're able to
I
stop
think
the
that-
aggression here. Tower is in deny range as well, so not all is lost.
He also has enough money to go after crit now.
The Radiant disarm their bottom.
I
tower.
think-
The reason I would have liked to see crit is that I thought that Plasma Nation would try to keep their foot on the gas pedal,
Mhm.
but they really backed off.
Yeah,
And
which I
because
think
he's
might
had
have
that
bite him.
space, the
It might bite
butterfly's
them in the
better.
ass though. I mean now EMPOW4
Oh yeah, no,
they're
they had to keep it on.
you're just accumulating this. I mean, they're out farming Plasma Nation like crazy. Gyro just able to take waves and like 3 auto attacks with the flat cannon. So it's really, you're kind of just gambling at this point. You had a fantastic pushing team, but now we've reached 40 minutes into the game. Your Chen, not really all that impactful. Only level 2 Hand of God. It's just the mech and Solar Crest on him. His army gets destroyed almost instantly. Necro 3, not as big as a factor as it was before, and Clinks is actually going to take this guy out here. He's not even going to need the charge. See if he pops the Hand of God out of panic. Charge comes out, and Hand of God won't even get a chance here. Unstoppable streak for the Clinks, so after dying 2 times, he hasn't died since. He's picked up 6 kills, so decent transition. And Clinks is going to become terrifying later on, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know he's holding on to his gold right now because they want to make sure they have buyback, etc., etc. They're playing very methodically as they did the last game. Aside from that one minor throw when V on the animate just blinked in just completely recklessly.
So it's going to be a satanic.
Yeah. I was thinking that might have been the other option too. Bots not really necessary here. I mean that now the split push is starting to get a little more obnoxious, but they've been pretty damn good about just having TPs on them. So bots not really a necessity. Satanic just making sure that he can't die because the Clinks has quite a bit of damage now, and they have detection this time. BKB is used. Nether Strike available, so he's gonna cancel it and then blink out, and Invoker will just get out. He's just styling on them right now. He's just straight styling. He picks up a Hex.
Oh, the Invoker?
Yeah, he's just styling on people right now.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, they need lockdown.
Yeah, they need it.
And Aegis is gone, so I mean they took what? 1 tower. Well, technically the 2 towers were removed off the map. One got denied. Not maybe exactly what they were looking for with the Aegis, but they definitely denied it from Plasma Nation. Got a couple objectives, so a little bit closer to their goal.
Yeah, they extended the game,
yeah.
Which means that I was wrong about my time slot, but
quite a bit.
It strengthens their team so much, even just to take the Aegis and be like, all right, we're safe for 5 minutes. You don't have to worry about anything.
Ooh.
And
if this is Battle Clinks and this is where the AC comes from, I'm perfectly okay with it. But if it's a Moon Shard, I think I'd rather see the AC just because they have a lot of objectives to take still. And
they have a lot of attack speed too.
Yeah.
They have a lot of characters that can use attack speed. Gyro and the Spearbreaker.
I agree. We'll see which way he goes though.
Could also be
the Moon Shard would be okay.
Just as an outside thought.
Moon Shard?
It could also be a Mjolnir.
Yeah.
But I think he would have gotten the Maelstrom first if that was the choice.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to really worry about missing a Deso proc because the buff stays on anyway. So. Dagon now level... Oh, it's still level 3. I thought he upgraded again. He's got plenty of gold, so everyone's being very cautious here. All the cores have buybacks still. Yeah, Clinks actually might be a little short. Nope, everyone has buyback and EMPOW4. So they're picking up their items a little bit slower, but they're playing conservatively. They definitely want to get this win. On the other side, it's Invoker. He's just farming out of control right now. And V kind of by himself here. I don't think they're going to go here. Meg means just kind of trying to slow down this push here, but that tower will go down. Meanwhile, the bots from the Lycan. I don't think he was the one. No, he wasn't the one pushing, was he?
It was Invoker.
It was Invoker,
Forge Spirits went down.
Yeah, so I mean, slowly but surely they're ratting away at this base. So I think EMPOW4 really have to kind of go for the fight. They have the gold, they have the items. The lead has just been it's just been really steady the whole time. Oh my gosh, look at this XP lead right now. Okay.
There's the AC.
AC. So battle bones it is. He's gonna have, oh my god, 37 armor. Oh my god. Plus evasion. Plus he hits like a truck. Wow, I think now's the time. You have what you need. The Satanic's finished on the gyro. I think it's go time. They even have a gem too, so no more Invoker getting away. Although he will TP out right there. Yeah, I think it's go time here.
Yeah, the only thing that they might be waiting for is another Roche, but I don't think they need it. Both of their primary right clickers are super difficult to kill right now.
There will be a cheese on deck, so I think this one might be a little more important than any other. It's not just the Aegis, I think it's the cheese as well that really, especially for the gyrocopter, really giving him like 3 lives essentially. He doesn't even have to take the Aegis. The Satanic and the cheese will let him just stand in the fight and just mow everyone down. So I think the Clinks might want the Aegis a little bit more. He can drop the Soul Ring, which he's had since like minute 8. So,
yeah, he's definitely gotten a lot of use out of it.
no doubt. So a couple minutes here on
There's the gem.
on the Roshan
Gem
timer.
reveal.
BKB is used, and we still have the Nether Blast on pace here. So if we can get Vision and get a charge, he's gonna blink out and he's gonna TP away. Clinks very, very close, but no cigar. See, he's just charging, doesn't care. Completely indiscriminate. Anyone's a target here. The Veiled Dagon combo is actually something that really shouldn't be overlooked, just because of the discrepancy in XP here. The supports are just so. I mean, I think they're both level 11. The Chen and the Witch Doctor, they're just food at this point. Not good, my friend. So Gyro still being very conservative. He's got 5k gold here.
Ooh, they're going for the Roche. They're trying to sneak it. Puck scouts it out though.
Yeah.
And they're going to trade Rax for Roche. I like this decision.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. And honestly, they might be able to get 2, because it's not exactly a fast Roche here. The Lycan's doing as much as he can, but it's taking a long ass time. They pop the glyph, which saves it off a little bit longer. But the Rax is just going to blow up. And actually, the rotations in from the support. Planksters doesn't give a shit, but here comes the call down, and now V is just going to tear through these supports. They're just gone. Hand of God, just barely enough time to get it off. He will go down. The Lycan trying to do as much as he can here. They will take out the Space Cow. Lion with a huge ultimate here. He's probably going to be dead. Yeah, the Necroneus will kill him. Clinks just blowing people apart. He kills the Invoker, who has to buy back immediately. And they're going to kill the Lycan, who also has to buy back. Okay, well, with the Clinks going down, I think it's not so bad. The Puck should be okay here, unless the... Yeah, Hex is still on cooldown. The bad part is
that they got the tower and the melee Rax. Far more important than the ranged Rax that Plasma Nation picked up early in the game.
Oh, the snipe! Oh, just barely misses. Canuck's able to blink out as well, so... they're not done yet, though. They're not done yet. Stun, I'm not going to connect here, but Cold Snap going to make it impossible here.
Good timing.
And Nyx is able to finish it off.
Gyro's going to solo the Roche.
Yep. Now I'm not so sure how well that worked out for them.
No, that was definitely in Powa's favor. EMPOW4 picked up the first Rax of the game. The first melee Rax of the game. So that's a huge deal.
I might just be really... Okay, so the Roche wasn't finished. Okay. And a snatch here by the Invoker here. And... Oh my gosh, the BKB running out right before the Tornado. But Space Cow will come in. They have the call down too, so they're actually going to be able to kill the Invoker too. So that Aegis, as soon as it's picked up, it's immediately gone. BKB on the Lycan, they're just beating the shit out of this poor Gyro, who loves his butterfly right now. He has the cheese as well, but... Oh, Sunstrike doing so much damage. The pure damage just being too much to handle here. And
he actually died to the neck. Oh, no, he didn't die to the neck. He died to the neck.
He does have buyback, but that's a lot of gold going the way of the Lycan, who... I mean, we were kind of chastising for not going battle build, but with this BKB, he's automatically a huge right clicker here. And now these racks are in danger. Glyph is available. Buyback on the Gyro. They don't want to lose a set. Not worth it at this point. Space Cow goes in. Goes up to the Lycan. Not really going to be able to do too much. Greaves are popped here, and they're just going to blow up the Chen, so they get a small counter kill. Invoker actually... Oh, he misses the stun! So he's going to be able to blink out. So 2 heroes very, very evasive here. The Nyx and the Invoker are able to get out. Well, the nice thing is now Gyro can commit his gold to whatever the hell he wants. He's got 5,500. He's going to sell a TP scroll, grab a moon shard, gobble it up.
Buy a TP scroll.
And I'm not sure why he sold the TP scroll. He can definitely drop that V. Perhaps BOTs are... Yep, bought a TP scroll. Perhaps the BOTs maybe made next on his list here. It's not Christmas anymore, though. He spent a lot of gold he had to buy back, so he's not as wealthy as he once was. And Invoker actually picks up a refresher. Dude, I think this game just took a nice little 180 turn. I mean, there's still a huge lead.
It can go either way.
It took a huge lead, but just with the... You saw, like, when EMPOW4, if they lose a fight, it's just
Oh yeah,
catastrophic
Plasma
here.
Nations do so much base damage.
Okay.
Right? The amount of push they have has not diminished. It's just harder to raw push. So if they can win these team fights, yeah, definitely. They are still very much in the game.
Glyph is now available for EMPOW, so that actually helps out quite a bit. So it's going to slow here. BKB being popped. It's on the Lycan. He pops both his ultimate and the BKB, just terrified for his own life. That is a big wolf, my friend. But he will make it out. Not too much expended here. Chen actually goes for the Heaven's Halberd too, just to kind of try to provide something in the late game here.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better for him than the sheep stick because the dodge chance will give him so much more survival, given that the team is primarily going after him with right clicks. The puck isn't really chasing the Chen.
Yeah, I mean he's died almost first or second in every engagement. He's still level 11, 51 minutes in the game. Like
That's rough.
It's very rough. It's very rough. And it's not like he
Especially
hasn't made an impact. It's just that his hero, he's had his time. And his time's been done for close to 20 minutes now.
30
so.
minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a little bit longer, just because the Hand of God's been pretty clutch in some of these team fights. But yeah, the creeps I don't even think he's even bothering with them anymore, is he? No. Yeah, that's no point.
Not really. I
Hex
think he
coming out for the
has
clinks.
a couple in the base. He has a couple in the base, so he's just going to leave them there and he'll TP them in when they win a team fight.
Right now that he's got a Cardi ready to go. That's a pocket strat. Big fan. Okay, so Hex comes out for the clink, so this is going to be absolutely crucial because I don't believe no gem on the side of Plasma Nation. They do have the Necro 3, which will help out quite a bit, but getting just like a blind Hex essentially if the Necro 3 isn't popped, and be able to take down. I'm assuming they're going to want to go on the Invoker if they can blow him up quick enough. So. I mean, you got 2 hexes and multiple stuns plus Dream Coil, so you got options here. The Invoker is really just gonna be a pain in the ass in these fights. So Space Cow charges forward, and actually they find the Invoker. They pop the BKB, and they're trying all their might. Dream Coil is just not doing much at this point in the game, which is what I was afraid of. They're going after the Chen. The Dagon goes out. The Guardian Greaves are popped. And they will end up picking up the Chen, but that is not the kill that they wanted.
That's for your impertinence.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about in the draft. The Dream Coil is just no one gives a shit. Everyone's so tanky now, or they have BKB. There's no Scepter upgrade on the puck, so looks like he's going Hex too. So what's the old rule, Brian? Whoever has the most sheep sticks wins the game.
I think it's been a little bit since we had that patch, but it is still a very good item.
Very good item, and I think we have, what, 4 in this game?
I think the Dagon 3 was a little bit much for the puck. Usually the build is just Dagon 1 into Sheepstick, and I think that would have been a slightly more impactful item to have earlier.
Yeah, he didn't get it until, I think, 30 plus. It was like 33 or 35 minutes, so it was a really, really, really late Dagon. Upgrades it twice almost immediately, and then just realizes this isn't really doing much. And realize that the Hex is just gonna be a lot more beneficial. It feels like these guys they're not ready to fight. They keep playing around this Roshan, but like each Aegis only results in like what, 2 towers one time and 1 tower a second time.
Well, I think this next one's going to result in a little bit more. We're going to have buyback spent galore. The death timers are going to be very long. I think the next one could end up being the GG push. Even if we don't see GG at the end of the fight. I think it'll be clear which team has done insurmountable base damage after the next Roshan.
I think this Space Cow is so happy as his Greaves because it's really helping out the team in these fights. Like I said, they really had no sustain. Is there still not a Vlad's on this team?
No Vlad's. I don't think they're gonna have one.
No Vlad's. It's an item that, I mean, even later in the game, it's just so cost efficient if the supports pick it up. I know they're not surviving very long. Space Cow could definitely pick it up now. He's definitely saving for buyback. Everyone's playing super cautious, but armor is always good at any point in the game. The damage buff scales. It's just percentage based. So plenty of good things about it.
Yeah, actually gets stronger as the game goes on, which is kind of unique for an item.
Kind of good for an item that's very cheap. I think it's what, 2,200 or something?
2.2.
Yeah, 2200
Like
gold.
it's like 2160 or something.
Yeah, so it's
So-
very, very cheap. See if someone wants to pick it up. I mean, Lion's not gonna get anything else that's useful. I mean, he's got what he's gonna get. I mean, maybe a Ghost Scepter possibly, but that really doesn't save him too much. Lagging right now, really badly. The nice thing
Have
is
some
Invoker can't
aggressive
really get too
motions.
much bigger.
Yeah,
That's the nice thing.
We have some aggression coming down here in the bottom jungle. Actually, Invoker blinks in on V.
And he's gonna
And
get the
he's been
gyrocopter,
keeping-
and the pressure's gonna be popped right away. Gyro actually in a lot of trouble. He's gonna have to pop that Satan if he wants to be Goose here. BKBs are popped. He pops his, and he's gonna be able to heal up right away here. But Calldown really just kind of hits the supports, and they're gonna get the Witch Doctor ult. Line buys back immediately. A lot of posturing and spells cast for only one death. So.
That Lycan is really hard to kill because the gyro just doesn't have any damage.
Yep.
Going for that Satanic was he needs the crit.
And there we go.
He's
Klink's
relying
able.
way
He's
too much on
not.
rocket barrage.
Honestly, Klink's damage is just the Deso right now. I mean, the minus armor is great, but he's the only one really right-clicking, and they're gonna. Okay, Pucka will finally be able to take down the Lycan. Chen also is down.
Invoker's cutting off the wave.
Oh, that's so smart. So
It
smart.
means they have this wave to go. They don't have any time to set up. They just have to go straight up. And the
Yeah,
mix has
and
been
Invoker's gonna
tremendous.
TP right back into the base. So,
No breaking down radiant structures.
I mean, the
Gyro-
nice thing is now you can pop BKB whenever you feel like it. Because cooldown's already 5. You're not really expending too much here. Getting some decent damage on this T3 tower, but I think they're just gonna accept that.
They have to-
Roshan
They-
is up though. I don't know if anyone scouted it yet, but Roshan is up. And-
Gyro needs to find this crit. He doesn't.
dude,
He doesn't have any
he
more
needs
time to wait
something,
for
man.
it.
I brought this up multiple
Oh.
times in Gyro games. Oh, scouting it out, and still one wolf, so a possible deny still in the works here.
Yeah, the wolf actually denied the regen room, which was a really good play there. It went great for the puck or the
Man.
gyro. They're both
See,
completely
there-
on there.
like we talked about, there's no damage. Like the Gyro is pretty damn hard to kill, but he can't kill anything. The damage just really isn't there. He's got the attack speed, but there's really no damage to follow up. And this is literally the slowest Roshan at 58 minutes I think I've ever seen in my life. And at the same time, across the map, you're Space Cow in huge jeopardy. Yeah, he tries to charge out, but he will go down. Just kind of buying time for his team, who's still just plugging away. Jesus. Aegis Cheese finally done. 58 minutes. So, as we talked about, this might be the final countdown, my friend.
I actually don't know if the Aegis is the best thing for the gyrocopter to have.
No, I wanted on the Clinks. I definitely think the Clinks would have made more use for it. But now he's all full with
I
item
think
slots, so he's unable to really do anything with it.
Well, the gyro could have taken like the cheese or passed
Yeah.
the cheese to someone else. Then he
Yeah,
could
he-
have damage.
He had the Aegis and the Cheese. Yeah, now he has no slots. But the S and Y is pretty useless, so he could probably look for him to sell that here, because that's not doing him a damn thing right now. So hopefully he sells that, and hopefully a Daedalus. Nope, buys a Clarity. Pops the Clarity, he's ready to fight. 6k gold, saving for a buyback, I guess, still, which is very, very important, but
There's the Chen cannon.
yep. Yeah, he just got that one. And actually, oh my gosh, they're just going to destroy this Nyx, who's unable to do anything. Chen Heal comes out, and now they're just trying to click down this Clinks, but it's just not doing anything. And neither is the Witch Doctor ult at this point
Oh,
either.
man.
Chen just dodging everything, or the Clinks dodging everything right now. So all the right clicks coming out, really not doing a whole lot.
Charge. Oh, almost canceled that TP.
And Chen, oh my gosh, Chen's going to make it out.
Wow. Good TP out. So
Yeah.
another big team fight. Only one goes down.
Dire's top ranks just taking the hits.
See, this is the problem
Do you
now.
think this is going to be a DR on the gyro? Do you think he's going for it?
I mean,
He has
It's-
7k. Do you
it's-
think
it's
after
been-
this
it's-
Aegis is gone?
within the last, I think after that last Roche fight, and I think they realized how much the Invoker can do in these fights, they realized that the only way we're going to be able to kill and stop the Invoker is if we blow up his team first, so I wouldn't rule it out. It's been Divine Rapier time for at least 10 minutes in my eyes. But at the same time, though, I think he still wants to save for buyback, obviously, which is going to be most important. But having the Aegis, I think that might be the telltale sign. Grab the DR and hope for the best.
Drop the Satanic, grab the DR.
No, drop the S and Y. Drop the S and Y.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Drop the Satanic. In one hit, he can heal up almost completely.
Lifesteal and lets you live. Yeah.
Nice item. Yeah, I'm actually surprised he still has the S and Y, but still nice stats, I guess. Okay, he's going MKB, so that answers that.
All right. That's a good item. He's going to be fighting uphill a lot, so it's a great thing to pick up. Just take away the mischance.
I think for like the 8th time, I'm just going to mention how much the Solar Crest has done for this Clinks. Like Lycan was just right-clicking him for a majority of that fight. He took like 4 hits total, I think. It was absolutely insane. And now they do have the glyph available. Actually, no, they do not. Clink's able to take it down. He's doing so much damage. His Invoker is just in peril right now. Gyro really wishes he has BK. He's going to save his BKB. Invoker's doing so much right now. 3-man Dream Coil here, doing so much damage. Here comes the Lycan ultimate, and they just gonna click down V, but that's just Aegis. They don't really give a shit. Invoker buys back immediately. The rest of his team is so tired right now. They're running out of options here, and the meatball comes out. V will finally lose the Aegis here. Lena Rack's already down. And Gyro's right back. He's got BKB. Satanic is used right away. Not really sure why. He wasn't missing any health. And now a lot of damage going on to the Invoker. If they can kill him here, they just flat out win. But now the BKB is done on the Gyro. They're going to be able to kill him. Trying so hard. They're seeing a little bit more damage, and they will finish him off here. So that's a Gyro down. Buyback is available. Invoker just picking up kills left, right, and center here. And a fish for one more, but Clinks will make it out. They got the objective. They will lose the space cow on the back end. He's going to pop the Greaves and try to get out. Make it a little more difficult, buy a little bit more time here for the Gyro to respawn. So
meanwhile, Clink's in the base.
Clinks!
And he is going to finish off another lane of racks.
Oh my gosh. What a play. Realizing that the team fight was already lost, but he was still able to do quite a bit by himself. We have 1 range Rex, so essentially mega creeps here for EMPOW4. So, wow. And Gyro will buy back immediately, realizing that it's going to happen anyway. They have to do this final push here. I mean, look at this lead here. Wow. It was over 30,000 XP lead at one point. Chen being the biggest victor of that fight because he's now level 15. 63 minutes into the game. And looks like with creeps in the base, Clinks is going to go finish the job here. And it will take just moments. And what is that?
How low level everyone is.
6 hits, and it's mega creeps here. So this is all in here. Invoker only has 1 life to work with here. They've already used pretty much all their sustain here. Witch Doctor ult still available. Invoker does not have any refreshing left to do here. And here comes the Gyro. He's got all his items beat. Oh my gosh, MKB is just tearing through them. Lion actually finishing off the Chen, blowing him up. And we're going to see everybody die here. Invoker still somehow alive, able to make it out, but the rest of his team is just dead. Puck, unable to cancel the TP.
Close.
Unable to cancel
That's
the TP.
That's going to be the game.
Yep. Mega Creeps, they call GG.
The good game.
Wow.
That was a game 3. Last week we had a series that had 2 phenomenal games and a letdown game 3. Not today. That was a fantastic slog.
Yes, it was. Slog is the right terminology for sure. And last night was the same thing. We saw a team who basically just romped through the regular season, pretty much unopposed, faced little difficulty in the playoffs, and then a team who is, in my eyes, equally as talented. And obviously today they proved that they are the better team overall. Yeah, man, they just made it happen. They're so methodical. Everyone was really on point. Only a few minor misplays, but in all honesty, it was just fantastic across the board. So congrats to EMPOW4 as they take down Plasma Nation, and they will move on to the semis. We're on the semifinals. So they will play either Team Vigor or All Street Chain Hoop Ballers. So both of those teams also incredibly powerful too. I think All Street Chain Hoop Ballers I don't think they've lost a single game. Playoffs or regular season. Vigor's just been romping through. They also had a pretty easy division. So we will find out next week, my friend. Semifinals, but pretty damn good Dota for today, right?
Oh, phenomenal Dota for today. I cannot wait for next week. It's going to be amazing.
I can feel the smile on your face, and I'm reciprocating with a beaming smile of anticipation and just satisfaction being able to watch two great teams go at it. So congratulations again to EMPOW4. Brian, my faithful sidekick, my favorite co-caster of all time. It's been a pleasure, man.
As always. Look forward to next time.
Next week, we'll get to see. Not sure which matchup we'll get, but I'm definitely going to be screaming at teams and having them book me because I can't wait to see the semifinals here. So thank you guys for watching. It's been fun. Play some pubs and go watch the major. There's some good Dota going on. All right. Take care.